showtime.
Hey everybody, welcome to the show. If you are new around here, I am your host Robert, aka The Tall Man. This is my lovely wife Lisa, aka Mrs. Tall Man. Not that anyone ever calls her that. We are coming to you live right now from Tall Man Mobile, somewhere here in Central Florida. We are not on a ship. But we do have full balcony cam.
Yay!
Though there's not a lot to see. That's from our last cruise, and I know that's the last one we got off of, so we like to show that a little bit there. So it was a lot of fog on that trip.
You should put Moonlight Cam up.
We'll do that later.
That's such a nicer picture.
So tonight we're going to be talking about the news, week wrap-up. I know we're a day late, but it was Lisa's birthday yesterday.
Yay! Thank you, and thank you all for all the wonderful wishes. Thank you so much.
Thank you, yes. And thank you for the thumbs up. We appreciate it. If you're new around here,
yeah.
please hit that thumbs up button.
Definitely, thank you.
Maybe consider subscribing to the channel if you're all about cruising. We have a lot of fun here if you haven't figured that out. We're going to be going over the news in just a couple of seconds. Facebook, she was talking about the thanks from people. They were mostly coming from our Facebook group. We have a Facebook group, so you can go there. It's a private group, so answer the questions or it won't let you in. Shattered and fell. This just happened yesterday. The glass that shattered was from the dining area up above, and basically what happened was one of the crew members saw the glass cracking, grabbed the people that were in those three chairs and moved them, and just a couple seconds later the glass shattered. So
my goodness,
congratulations to that crew member for looking up and seeing what was going on and taking the initiative to grab those passengers. So bravo.
bravo.
In the end, nothing's really affected. No one was hurt, but it was just, a matter of seconds one way or the other, right? And that's a lot of times what happens with things. Serenade of the Seas. We're going to keep Royal Caribbean in the news, guys. It's had a few of its cruises have had some itinerary changes currently while it's in Alaska. So if you are going to be on the Serenade of the Seas this Alaska season, please make sure you check your itinerary to make sure it hasn't changed. Basically, they're dropping one of the scenic days and adding just a sea day. If I read into that more, I just feel that it's having some propulsion issues. Then there's nothing that says that. If you're dropping something so you can have more time to get back to home port, it's because the ship can't go as fast as it's supposed to go. Again, that's just my opinion of the matter. But the Serenade of the Seas has altered some of its itineraries for some of the cruises in Alaska this season. Please check to make sure that isn't one of yours. Speaking of crew, a crew member on a Costa ship in Crete went overboard.
Oh, no.
Yeah, the ship was in port, thankfully. No engines were going, and they weren't moving around. And fortunately, she was recovered and no harm.
Wow.
The ship was not mentioned in the article, but if you went to Cruise Mapper and looked, the Deliciosa was the only ship in port that day. So we believe that's the ship that she fell off of. She's 30 years old, but in the end, just fine. Didn't even have to go to the hospital. Checked out. She's good to go.
Oh, my goodness.
So that's great news there.
Absolutely.
All right. So first thing for you guys to chime in on here with the news tonight. So this was something that came up on John Heald's Facebook group. Somebody suggested that Carnival should create a flag system for their tables in the buffet. Now, hear me out. So buffets can be incredibly crowded. Mm-hmm. Let's say there's only two of you like the two of us, and you sit at a 4-top because that's what's available instead of a 2-top. We've done that before. And you have 2 available seats. The flag system should be you can put up a green flag if the extra 2 chairs that are there, if you're okay with somebody sitting there. Or a red flag if you don't want somebody sitting there. So should Carnival create a flag system? So in the chat, I want you to write flag yes or flag no. My opinion is simply this. Excuse me, is anybody sitting there? Is it okay if we join you? How hard is that?
We've done that before many times.
No, we need a flag system. I don't know. Flag yes, flag no. Let me know. I want to know what you guys think about that. Still Royal Caribbean in the news. Long-time chairman of the board, Richard Fain, is stepping down, guys. He's been the chairman of the board for over 30 years.
Wow.
He is responsible for most of what you see Royal Caribbean these days.
Really?
He's responsible for the Oasis class ship. He's responsible for the Icon class ship. He's responsible for the direction that this company has gone in the last 33 years. And he is stepping down.
Wow, that's huge.
I think so.
Yeah.
And in his place, the president and CEO is going to be stepping in, has already been appointed. And so Jason Liberty will be taking over as chairman of the board. So he'll remain CEO, but will be CEO and chairman of the board. And they will elect somebody else president.
Wow.
So congratulations to Richard for your long service to Royal Caribbean and your vision to the expansion of these ships and what they have become. And
happy retirement.
And happy retirement. If you're indeed retiring,
Yeah.
take a cruise. I don't know. Maybe not. I don't know. All right. More Royal Caribbean news. You know, it's funny how things go in waves. Sometimes we
is.
do the news and it's like Carnival. I can't get away from the Carnival news. This week it's a lot of Royal Caribbean news.
All right.
It has been announced the Wonder of the Seas is expanding its non-smoking casino. I don't know if you've been paying attention to the news, but the Utopia of the Seas just went through the same thing, like literally a few days ago.
Oh, wow.
And so what is happening is the non-smoking casino is taking over where the Crown Lounge is and the attic. Now, the attic is the space where the comedians used to do their stuff, as well as like nightclub stuff. That all happened in the attic. The comedians have been moved to the main theater, and nightclub stuff will have to go somewhere else. And they're expanding dramatically expanding. Now, the Utopia just opened the attic part, and some pictures have been circulated. They're now about to do the Crown Lounge. Now, the Crown Lounge on the Wonder of the Seas is going to be moved up to Deck 16. No further details. Now, during this expansion, there's going to be some closures. And so from the 22nd to the 29th of this month, 28th really, 22nd through the 28th of this month, if you're sailing on the Wonder of the Seas, the non-smoking casino is going to be closed. Now, the smoking one will still be open, okay? The Crown Lounge is going to be closed. The convention spaces beneath are also going to be closed. So just know, guys, if you're going on the Wonder of the Seas, that is going to be an inconvenience for the people on that cruise, but ultimately on the next cruise it'll be opened and the non-smoking casino is going to be huge.
Wow, it's huge.
It's huge. Departure times. Carnival folks, if you are sailing on the Mardi Gras, the Luminosa, the Spirit, or the Sunshine, please just check your itineraries, if you will, to make sure your departure times have not changed. And that's your main embarkation departure time. There's been several cruises that have altered their time, moving them up by a half an hour.
Oh, wow. Okay.
I know most people try to get on the ship a little bit earlier, but if you're one of those that try to get there at the very, very last moment, it's moved up by half an hour. So please check and find out the dates and the times of the different sailings on those different ships. Again, Mardi Gras, Luminosa, Spirit, and Sunshine have had a few time changes. Not all of them, a few. Okay, moving on. Ooh, God, what was I gonna? Hang on, everybody, real quick. I forgot something. So, Royal back. Royal has named the godmother for Star of the Seas. Ain't no cruise ship bigger. Ain't no cruise ship bigger. Anybody get that?
I think it's big enough. Ain't no cruise ship big enough.
Well, it's the start of the seas. Ain't no cruise ship bigger.
Okay, well, that's true too.
Diana Ross, godmother of the Star of the Seas.
Yay!
Forgive my horrible singing.
You did better than I would have.
Forgive my, yeah. All right, let's go see what they want
Okay.
flags.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't,
And then we'll come back and
Okay.
say hello to everybody after. John says flag yes. We usually wave people over. I know, right? I know.
we've done that too.
I'm perfectly fine with people joining me to eat. I know, me too. Gina says flag would be fine. Okay. Charles like, oh, flag. No. Most people feel entitled and wouldn't put the green flag up. Heck, they don't like to sit with strangers in the MDR for me. Right. Well, that's the red flag.
Yeah.
Or if no flag. Green or no flag's fine, but whatever. Charles is like, I'm with Robert. Use your words. Hey, did anybody sitting here? It's okay if we join you? You lovely couple.
Yeah. I just think about, how they talk about the turn down mints, how much they saved on the turn down mints, and
They wanna
they
put
were able
flags?
to do the guys' burgers. Yeah, so I don't know.
don't
Putting
know.
flags on a ship, I don't know.
I don't know. Okay, back to the news.
Okay.
Ooh, Royal. This one's not good, though.
Oh.
They are canceling one of the popular Alaskan ports on multiple Royal Caribbean cruises.
Oh no.
If you are sailing to Alaska this year on Royal Caribbean, on the Ovation of the Seas, we just got off Ovation of the Seas.
Just got off of that ship.
Juneau has been removed from
Really?
their itineraries. Instead, they're going to be going to, Ketchikan instead. Okay.
Okay.
So please, if you're sailing on, let's just say any of the Royal ships, because I believe it's more than just Ovation. I believe it's all their ships. Hang on, I'm scanning through. In 2026, Voyage of the Seas, Serenade of the Seas, and the Anthem of the Seas also have multiple visits to Juneau scheduled, along with ships from Princess blah 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 blah. Yeah, there's no further information, guys. At least for the Ovation of the Seas, 100% check your itineraries because Juneau has been removed. Any other Royal that I just mentioned, whether it's the Serenade or the Voyager, please check to see if your schedule, your ports have been altered. Okay? Speaking of using your words, Charles. Valiant Lady is also having an itinerary change, and that's last minute for some engine maintenance. And I'm looking further into this as well. This is going on right now on the cruise that just left. They're having to go to Grand Turk now instead of Puerto Plata in Dominican Republic. If you go back, if you pay attention to the news, the Valiant Lady has actually had some power problems over time this year. It's not just a few times. Just recently, like a few weeks ago, and where they were completely without power for like 20 minutes.
Oh wow!
And so power is what drives the engines, right?
Yes.
These days, the engines, the propellers are electric.
Yes.
And so the motors send power to the generators. The generators generate the electric, and the electric powers the ship.
Yes.
So they are now sailing closer to Miami as opposed to going down to the Dominican Republic because I'm assuming they're
Wow.
having to go a little bit slower.
Oh
So,
my.
of course, this has upset some guests that were on that cruise, and so you know how that goes.
Of course.
So if you're on the Valiant Lady coming up this very next cruise, check to make sure your itinerary hasn't changed either. A month of Carnival ships canceled. Month of cruises
Oh really?
canceled.
What happened
Gone.
there? Wow.
Not till 2027.
Okay.
They make a big deal of it now, but
Well, that makes a difference.
yeah, the newly named Carnival Adventure, right, that
Okay.
sails in Australia, unfortunately is dropping a month of cruises from May 17th to June 14th in 2027.
Oh, wow.
So if you're one that plans that far out and you've probably already been notified by Carnival. If you have not been notified and you're on one of those cruises, again, May 17th through the June 14th in 2027 on the Carnival Adventure, it's been canceled. Okay.
Wow.
Oceania has come out with some good news. They have had their steel cutting ceremony for their brand new ship.
Oh, very nice.
That happens when they cut the first piece of steel. And they also came public with the name of their new class. Earlier last year, they put out a press release that they're building a new class of ships, and there's going to be 2 of them.
Very nice.
The class of ship is now called the Sonata class.
I like it. It's been a while for Oceania to have a new ship.
Yeah, so they're having 2 new ships built, and these will be their largest ships. They will be 86,000 gross tons and hold 1,450 passengers. Their other ships hold about 1,200. Okay, and the first ship will be called the Sonata, which is coming out in 2027. The second is the Arietta, which will come out in 2029. So,
very nice.
Congratulations to Oceania.
Yay!
For their new ships.
Nice.
All right. So, speaking of issues at seas and power, this, that, whatever, the MSC Orchestra, tomatoes, tomatoes. They've had a fire.
What? No.
They had a fire at sea.
Oh, no.
Yeah, and lost power for a couple hours.
Oh, wow.
In fact, they were adrift. Of course, that's the wrong thing.
No.
So I believe this is where they were drifting, right? You can see they
that little dip.
Yeah, that little squiggle right here.
Wow.
And they've had to cancel a cruise because of it, I believe.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Well, I hope everybody's okay.
Everybody's okay. The fire was in the engine room.
Okay.
Which is why they lost power. And nobody was hurt. The fire was actually extinguished very, very quick, but it took them a little bit of time to get the power back on.
Gotcha.
And nobody was hurt at all whatsoever, so that was a good thing. But the very next cruise had to be canceled.
Oh, no.
They had to fix the issue as well as get recertified and safety and stuff like that. So if you're on the orchestra, I think it's going on right now because this news was a few days back.
Gotcha.
So you would have already been notified. But yeah, the orchestra had a fire at sea in the engine room. Smoke did make it up to deck 11.
Oh, wow.
And nobody had to abandon ship. Again, it was all handled very quickly. Everybody and the captain came on and did their thing, and everybody was congratulated for how it was handled. But yeah, they lost some power for a while too. So I'm sure they just put everybody up on the top deck and opened up the bars.
Right.
That's what happened on mine. Yeah, I'll go find that. You want to go listen to a funny story? Go find that video of ours.
What was that called? Abandoned ship?
Abandoned ship.
Abandoned ship.
Abandoned ship. Okay. I want to hear from you guys. Okay. So, another Carnival thing. So, Carnival is banning the use of fans.
Oh, my goodness.
In public spaces.
Oh.
Not all public spaces, just the nightclub or any indoor dance floor. Now, we're not talking about, like personal fans or whatever. We're talking about the fans.
Really?
They are now on the banned list.
Really? Oh, my goodness.
Is that crazy?
I have
or
one
not?
of those. I've never brought it with
know.
me, but wow, that's...
There has to be a reason, right? They don't do these things for no reason. I don't know if the clacking upsets people. I don't know if somebody dropped it on the floor and somebody tripped and hurt themselves. I don't know. But banned now from Carnival.
Oh,
not from the ships, but from
the public
indoor dance floors.
Oh my goodness, that's funny.
The nightclub and the indoor dance floors. I don't know. Just
I'm speechless on that one.
Is that crazy?
Yeah.
So, crazy,
that boggles
yes,
my mind.
or crazy, no. No, it makes sense, or crazy, yes, it doesn't make sense.
That boggles my mind.
Leave that in the chat. Moving on to the news.
Okay.
Carnival's having some issues with their app, and I'm not sure if it's issues with that. Okay, so if you're booked on a cruise into 2026, and on Carnival on any of their ships, and you've tried to go on the app and book one of the specialty dining,
Yes.
it shows sold out,
Okay.
and it's been pissing people off.
Okay.
How can it be sold out? Well, it's not sold out. Carnival has not actually opened the reservations yet.
Gotcha.
And they say this because it's a problem with the app
Gotcha.
or something like that. So, guys, if you're on a Carnival ship in 2026 and you're trying to book specialty and it says sold out, it is not sold out. They are just not open for reservations. But here's the problem. These reservations fill up quickly. We learn that the hard way every time.
Yes.
Every time. Right? So it would be nice to know when those reservations open. Me, I'm just putting it out there. Make it simple. When you can do your pre-registration, I know that's late. It's like 2 weeks before, 30 days before, something like that, whatever it is. That's when they should open reservations.
Yeah.
I just make it simple so everybody knows a date,
Yeah.
right? Or at final payment. Final payment is always 75 days or whatever it is. At final payment, then open the reservations. I don't know. But anyway, their dining's not sold out for 2026. It's an app problem and the reservations are not open yet.
I'm not a technical kind of a person, but I wouldn't think that it would be that difficult to put the word closed until you actually opened it.
It says sold out.
Or gray it out.
It says sold out instead of...
To me, that
Yeah.
seems like that should be an easy fix.
No, I don't know.
Interesting.
Yep. So the Grand Princess, guys, is on its way to Australia.
Wow.
It's going to be replacing the Crown Princess. So the Grand Princess is replacing the Crown Princess, and this will start in 2027. So for those who are going to go to Australia in 2027, not on the Carnival Adventure since it's canceled its cruises for a month. Sorry.
That seems like a great relocation cruise.
Yep. You're right. We're going to take that one.
That's what I'm thinking. We need to look into that.
Speaking of Princess, the Star Princess, which is their new ship, which will be out later this year, has completed its first set of sea trials and is back in its dry dock. And so it's progressing along, everybody. So
Yay.
Congratulations for completing your sea trials, Star Princess. Speaking of cancellations, and one of the P&O ships, the Ventura, has canceled a 35-night cruise.
Wow.
A 35-night cruise. Again, 2027. What is it with January 2027 and canceling cruises?
I don't know.
I don't know. This was a round-trip Caribbean cruise from Southampton. And it was going to go to a bunch of places. Spain, Portugal, Barbados, Curacao, Colombia, Honduras, Mexico, Jamaica, Grand Cayman, the Grenadines, St. Martin, right? And then, of course, back to
That
Southampton.
does sound like a great itinerary.
I know, right? 35 days.
Yeah.
Ooh, we just finished a 17-day. I'm like, more!
Yes.
More! Give us more! Anyway, so if you're scheduled on the P&O Ventura in January 2027 on the 35 night, best check your email.
I can't believe I fell for that again. 35-day cruise canceled.
I know, it was canceled.
You didn't say 2027, and I was like,
Oh,
oh.
it's 2027. So Holland America has launched a new marketing campaign. I love it. I haven't seen the ads. I wanted to go look for them today, but I didn't. It's called Refreshingly Free Campaign.
Oh?
We are refreshingly free of overcrowded beaches. We are refreshingly free of overcrowded ships. We are refreshingly free of it. Refreshingly free, right?
Okay.
The ships are much smaller, older,
Okay.
different crowd. So they have started this new campaign targeting the audience that they want to go for is of those who are not necessarily looking for
The large
the
ship
Oasis
experience.
icon class ship type experience.
Right. Nice.
Right?
Nice.
So, yes, the refreshingly free ad campaign.
I want to see these ads.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think that's pretty good.
Yeah.
A cruise line has just shut down.
Oh?
I've never heard of them. You guys probably had never heard of them either. A cruise line called Alma, A-L-M-A, Alma. They're Spanish. I believe they're brand new, and I believe they only have one ship, and I believe the ship Well, they didn't own it. It was chartered.
Oh.
And I'm also believing they're having financial troubles because, literally ceased operation, just gone.
Oh, wow.
So, and the people that chartered the ship took it back.
Oh, my goodness.
They repossessed it.
So was this supposed to be operating out of Europe?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, out of Spain. So, again, this was news to me.
Wow.
So we brought it to you.
Oh, my goodness.
Alma, A-L-M-A. Couldn't find anything on them. Celebrity. The celebrity solstice is getting an upgrade.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. I believe it was announced before. I'm not sure, but they're doing a $250 million revitalization program. And the solstice is set to enter dry dock in March of next year, 2026. It's going to be getting a whole new look inside and some new spaces. But this particular article, and I love how these are written, y'all, or a press release, I should say. This is about some of the cabins. And again, the word some.
So at least two.
Early next year, our ship will be going through a revitalization that will renew the look and feel of some of our incredible stateroom offerings and reimagine amazing spaces and venues on board. As a result, some stateroom categories will be upgraded. They continue. Some passengers who have booked concierge class are now going to be in what's called the Aqua class cabins, which are actually upgraded cabins. They don't have to pay anymore. They're getting the upgraded amenities for free. They don't say how many. They don't say where. They just say some. So if you're on the Celebrity Solstice next year, after it comes out of dry dock, let us know.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because we'd like to know. Okay, let's talk some weather.
Okay.
Weather. So, weather. The MSC Seascape snapped its lines at its private island.
Man.
It was tied up at the dock. There was a rainstorm coming in. You could actually see people. There's some videos of this on YouTube. I just didn't want to play them here. And some sudden gusty winds. And, ships just really a big sail, guys. And the winds took it broadside and pushed it away from the dock and started snapping on the lines.
Oh, man.
They stopped, obviously, passengers from getting close. One of the gangways actually fell into the water. They lost it. So, ultimately, they got the ship under control. They had to keep it away from the dock for a while because they had to fish the gangway out of the water.
Yeah, I imagine.
Which they did. And ultimately, I think it took till about 6 p.m. before they were able to let the guests back on.
Oh, wow.
So, nobody was hurt. But here it is, just tied up a dock. Nice day in the Bahamas, private island, and a sudden storm comes up. Doesn't have to be a hurricane, just an afternoon thunderstorm, which can have some very heavy winds. Pushes directly against the side of the ship, and those ropes, they're strong, but they're not that strong. Because that, 180,000, whatever that the ship weighs, the Seascape, 1,000-ton ship pulling against the ropes.
Wow.
Snapped.
Well, I'm glad everybody's okay.
Yes. Speaking of which, the Holland, one of the Holland America ships, same thing happened to in Ketchikan.
Oh, man.
The Westerdam, same thing. Line snapped. Sudden wind change. Changed from one direction to the other direction and snapped the line. Same thing. One of their gangways fell down as well.
Wow.
Same end result, though. No one hurt.
Thankfully.
So,
Thank goodness.
A rash of ships getting pulled away from the dock.
Wow.
This one wasn't at dock, but another bad weather situation. The Crown Princess had to turn around. It's in Australia. We were just talking about the Crown Princess being there now, and the Grand going to replace in 2027. But it received some heavy winds and took a very heavy list, about 7 degrees.
Oh, wow.
Which is fairly uncomfortable for most people.
Yeah.
You don't expect a cruise ship to do that.
No.
It's fine. 7 degrees isn't going to hurt the ship. However, things fell off.
You will notice 7 degrees.
Yeah. Things fell off the shelves and things move. 7 degrees is a lot.
It is, yeah.
Basically, they were taking winds in one direction, and without notice, all of a sudden it came from the other side of the ship, 40, 50 knots, and pushed the ship over.
Oh, wow.
So
And of course, the ship is moving like this,
Yeah.
so there's no place for it to go. That makes sense. Wow.
So, 45 to 50 knots. So the captain thought it wise and best to turn the ship around. Let's check ourselves out, make sure we're good before we, proceed, because safety first, right?
Yes,
So
absolutely.
Safety first.
Absolutely.
So there's about that, which gets us into hurricane season, guys. It's hurricane season now. Started June 1st. We were on a ship, so we didn't get to talk about it. And Carnival has come out and talked about the lengthy processes that they go through prior to hurricane season and what they do, right? And so they work with, they have their own internal teams, their own internal weather forecasting, but they also work with external weather forces.
Yes.
National Hurricane Center and several others, right?
Sources.
Sources, thank you. Use your words, Robert. Thank you, Charles. And so they went and released sort of a video about this. Interestingly enough, we've got a hurricane. Hurricane, is it Donna? Barbara.
Oh, I saw Barbara.
Hurricane
yes.
Barbara.
Yes.
Hurricane Barbara.
Yeah.
Hang on. Here, look.
Just named today. It went from tropical storm to hurricane today.
Hurricane Barbara, guys.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the wrong one. I'm so sorry. There it is right there. So the Carnival Panorama. Is the Panorama? Hang on. I'll go back here. I'll bring that back up. The first cruise ship. The Carnival Panorama. They're not missing any ports. All they're doing is reversing their itinerary. Right? And this is some of the things they were talking about in the video. You don't always have to miss a port, but sometimes itineraries may change. In this case, again, when I talk about not missing a port, they're just reversing. Instead of going 1, 2, 3, they're going to go 3, 2, 1. That way they're getting away from the storms, because it's not just about the Hurricane Barbara, it's about that other cluster that you see down there right now. And that is going to predicted to be pretty severe. Not just Barbara, as you see Barbara sort of just dissipating, but it's that cluster right there. That's going to develop into another one, and they would be down there during that time.
Oh, yeah.
So they've reversed to go down there first and then work their way back to California so they're safe. So it is hurricane season, everybody. If you are booked on any cruise ship that is going anywhere, for that matter, not just the Caribbean, but
Atlantic
there's
too, yeah.
the Pacific.
The Pacific, yeah.
Right? Not the Atlantic. The Atlantic is hurricanes. Pacific is tsunamis. Right? I mean, close to America here, they call these hurricanes, but the closer you get to Asia, they've got tsunamis.
The tsunami is the way.
Oh, not tsunami. Typhoons.
Cyclones.
Typhoons.
Yeah.
Typhoons, cyclones, hurricanes.
Bad weather.
Bad weather in a round circle with vicious winds. God, I'm losing
The
it.
dropping barometric pressure.
Yes.
Or is it rising?
No, dropping.
Dropping?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Bottoms out.
Yes.
Yeah, so it happens more than just in the Caribbean basin, but it's, I think, most notable in the Caribbean basin because a lot of people here in America, they do take a lot of Caribbean cruises. The industry it's a major part of the cruise industry is Caribbean cruises.
Definitely.
And the summer can be dramatic. So pay attention to the weather. Watch ahead of time. You know before it happens. This isn't going to be like come out of the blue. You're going to know ahead of time. And we're going to do, as long as we're not on cruise ships, we're going to be giving our weekly wrap-ups where we talk about the weather now because it's hurricane season again. We'll bring back the tropical tidbits. Tropical tidbits. And share with you the weather. Okay? So there you go. There is the news, Tollman style.
Whoop, 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 whoop. Filming Tom and Style.
There you go, everybody. Thank you for joining us.
Yes.
Yay.
Thank you all.
All right, now let's go back and say hello to everybody.
All right. That took a long time.
Macrina's like, how are ya?
Doing well.
We're doing fine. Good evening, Gina. Charles, hope you're feeling better, buddy.
Yeah.
It's been a minute. Yeah, it has been just a minute. Macrina was on our Patreon call. We do have a Patreon channel. Well, of course, you can't see because her name's up there. There you go.
Here we go.
We have a Patreon. If you want to become a Patreon, help support the channel. We do Patreon-only live streams. She was on there, so thank you. Thank you to all of our Patreon members.
Thank you.
So there you go. It has been a minute. Hello, Desiree. Mama Tall Man, why were you not on the Patreon stream? I don't know. And yes, 151 days to the group cruise. We're going to talk about that in just a minute. Yikes. Ahoy, mates. Elaine, yes, it's almost Tuesday because it's Monday. Tomorrow's your day, and we're not streaming tomorrow.
Yeah.
Happy 2 days before the full moon.
Ooh, I thought it was a full moon yesterday.
No.
Yeah.
And again, we are, thank you, Desiree, for this. You know,
Yes, thank you. We didn't give her the flashy lights.
we did. We're giving you the flashy lights
Yeah.
now. As soon as I open my darn phone and get rid of that and turn this on and turn this up, find the scene, go to festival, fireworks. There we go. Thank you, Desiree.
Thank you, Desiree.
We got to have, you know.
Well, that was pretty pathetic.
All right, we'll do that
There, that's
instead.
better. Thank you.
Thank you, Desiree. Hello, John. How are you doing tonight? Charles says that popcorn flying at the camera is freaking sometimes.
Oh,
it's freaky.
no.
It is, isn't it? Pea soup cam. You're right, that foggy cam.
Yes.
But we'll give you a little of that instead.
Ah, there we go. That's the one I like.
It buffered. I don't know what you're talking about.
What ship? Yeah. Oh, let us know what story we were talking about before
Yeah.
we can tell you what ship.
Hey, Jared, how you doing?
Hey, Jared.
Aline says happy birthday.
Oh, thank you.
What's up, Allie? How are you?
Hey.
Good to see you. Hello, Patricia. And she's also saying happy belated birthday.
Thank you.
John says flag, yes. Oh, this is usually waving people
Oh,
over. Flag,
yeah.
yes.
Okay.
Flag, no.
Yes.
Flag, I'm going to use your words. Are you guys at home or on a cruise ship? No, we're home. This is the look at home. When we're on a cruise ship, usually it looks a lot different. This is the
The big
TM,
hint is the
Tall
big,
Man Mobile.
The big hint is the big picture of us
Yeah.
over here.
Tall Man Mobile.
That's the big hint.
Really, Lisa? Today is your birthday? No, it was yesterday.
Yesterday. Thank you.
Yeah, Desiree. Yesterday we were gonna do it. We normally do our wrap ups on Sunday.
Yes.
But it was her birthday, and we're like, and we had time with Mama Tall Man yesterday, and we were supposed to. We left early to come home and stream, but we're driving home. I'm like, it just doesn't seem right. Spend time with Alyssa and Blake and stuff. Let's not stream. So we put it up in our Facebook group. We have a Facebook group, guys. Hey, it's Lisa's birthday. What do you think? Should we stream or not stream? Everybody's like, are you kidding me? No streaming. We'd love for you to stream, but no. Take time to be with family.
Thank you all for your
Robert,
comments.
Don't quit your day job. Stick with the drums. She's talking about the singing.
Oh.
I told you, McCrane, I used to sing. It was backup. What's up, Angela? Good to see you. How are you doing? Welcome back. I heard you were on a great trip.
Yes.
And the Oceania ship looks great. Yeah, I've seen some pictures of it. It does look great.
It's very pretty. Yes.
We've never been on Ocean. We've never been on anything other than contemporary cruises and some of the premiums. We haven't made it to the upper premium / luxury yet. They're too expensive. We don't have that kind of money. Sorry. Thank you so much. I had a blast. Awesome.
I'm so glad.
Awesome.
So glad.
Jared Reynolds, Robert, and Lisa, a big ahoy to both of you. Thank you, Jared. We appreciate
Thank you.
I thought it easy, USB fans. Wow. I thought it easy. Oh, the fans.
Yes.
Yeah. Tessary's like, I don't agree with the damn fans. Not those kind of fans. What? I know, right?
That boggles my mind. It really does.
Well, I need my fan, so I won't be going where I can't have it.
Right?
So no dance floors for you.
Man,
Inside.
Yeah.
You can bring it to the outside deck when they're dancing.
But not the inside deck.
Not the inside.
That's just crazy.
Like they have like the 80s party a lot of times up on the pool deck.
Yeah.
You can bring it there.
Well, when you said fans, I thought you were talking about the plug-in fans.
No.
I'm like, okay, well,
No,
I get it because of all the electrical things that, you
No.
know. But no, the manual fans,
Yeah.
that just blows me away.
Yep.
Blows me away.
Boom, boom.
Wah, wah, wah.
Yeah. Ladies who are having their personal summer will not be happy. No.
No.
Nope.
No.
Crazy no. Yep. I
Yeah.
think it's strange.
Very strange.
Maybe people have been hitting others with them. Potentially. Yep. Heck no. Yep. We all agree there.
Yeah.
And Jared says, I see it both sides. I mean, I guess, yeah. If people are hitting people, I get that. But
Yeah.
just, I mean.
That would have to be more than one occurrence.
Yes.
I mean, otherwise it's just one person. You ban the one person. But
security, do your job.
yeah, that's just.
Elaine says it's crazy. Yeah. Some people get really hot and need their fan. Yeah, I understand.
Yeah.
Yep. What's up, Kyle? How you doing?
Hi, Kyle.
Good to see you, buddy.
Yes.
Allie, there's a TikTok trend where people dance to a song incorporating the fans on carnival ships. Ah, there it is.
So, okay.
There
Something
it is.
on TikTok.
Figured.
All right.
It's always TikTok.
It is always TikTok.
Always TikTok.
Yeah.
Mooncam.
Yes.
Let's go back for a minute. What's up, Alex? How are you doing, buddy? Missed you the other night.
Yes.
Hope you're really well. Hey, Ozan, how are you doing? Hopefully my 2027 San Francisco round trip cruise to Hawaii doesn't get canceled. No mention of that yet. No mention of that.
Yeah.
He says, I saw you yesterday and I made popcorn. Awesome.
I love it.
What's up, Valerie? Good to see you. Missed you on Patreon stream. Where were you, Valerie? Huh? Where were you? Where were you? I'm kidding. Speaking of which, where's the Max?
I don't know. I haven't seen either of them
I
popping
know.
in. Yeah.
We trust Robert's Cantori weather facts. Yeah. I may not get the right words, but
But you'll definitely get the vision.
you know what I mean. You're welcome. Thank you guys back. I enjoy your cruise show. Well, thank you very much.
Thank
We enjoy having you.
Yes.
It was probably the first story that it buffered. Don't remember the story anymore.
Oh.
It was the Symphony of the Seas. Had
With the glass?
a glass window shatter. I think up at the buffet.
Yes.
Or one of the restaurants.
You said the restaurant, I
which was
believe.
overhanging the pool deck. And there was 3 chairs underneath it. I've already deleted it, so I can't go back and show you the picture. It's the picture that's on the thumbnail of the stream. But there happened to be 3 people sitting in pool chairs, loungers, at the pool. That's what you do. And one of the waiters out there saw that the glass was cracking. I mean, like the physical cracking of it. Ran over, grabbed the 3 passengers that were in those loungers and pulled them out of the way just literally seconds before it shattered and fell down onto the pool deck.
Wow. That's just
So,
crazy.
in the end, fortunately, nobody hurt. I mean, but that crew member, hands up or thumbs up and applause.
Yes.
Thumbs up for him.
Definitely.
Speaking of thumbs up, y'all hit the thumbs up. Subscribe, become part of the Tall Man Clan. It's free to you, costs you absolutely nothing. And it really does help out the channel, and we would sincerely appreciate it. And it was her birthday yesterday, for Pete's sake. Thumbs up for her birthday. Thumbs up for her birthday. Thumbs up.
That was yesterday.
Yeah, I know, but oh, and Desiree also says happy birthday.
Aw, thank you.
Singing back up. Yeah, back it way up. Ooh, back it way. How about right there? That's a good volume for you. I got your back up.
Oh, that's
You got to try
funny.
explore a whole new ship. You know,
Yes. Oh, thank you.
we were this close.
We were.
When we were on the Divina
Yes.
up in the yacht club. Of course, they had some specials up there.
Thank you.
Get a thumbs up. See, the lovely Lisa.
Thank
Everybody.
You guys. Thank you.
I'm gonna start making her do the news, and I'm just gonna sit back and smile. Yeah, Alex, we really want to try that. It's just outside the budget right now. So
Have you
Hopefully.
tried the Explorer? Let us know.
happy birthday, says Dr. Shree,
Ah,
and
thank
hello,
you and
Dr. Shree. How you doing? Yeah, where are the Macs? Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, no clue.
Yeah, the Shattering Glass. There you go. Symphony of the Seas.
Yes. Yes. Thank you.
Everybody's thumbs up. Extra thumbs up. Yeah, if you've already thumbs up the video, what else can you do? So that's just good. And you've done enough. Everybody said happy birthday.
Yes.
On the Facebook group too, and so.
Yeah, thank you guys
that
so
was awesome.
much. Yeah.
So there was something that we forgot to tell you.
Oh yeah, that's right.
When we were getting off the Ovation of the Seas.
In our final review.
On our final review, yeah. And it wasn't necessarily ship related or even port related.
No.
So we got on the bus, which they had a bus to take us to the airport.
Yes.
First of all, the bus dropped us off at Terminal 1. That was its only stop.
At LAX.
At LAX. So it didn't matter what plane you were leaving on. They dropped you off at Terminal 1.
Yeah.
Okay, fine. So paid $8, got the cart. Because here in America, you got to pay for the carts. Over in Europe and over in Asia, there's millions of carts everywhere. They don't cost a penny.
Yep.
In this country, $8.
Yeah.
So anyway, paid for the cart because we had a lot of stuff, and we had to go all the way down to Terminal 3. About a 15-minute walk, I think, with the luggage.
15, 20 minutes.
Something
yeah.
like that. Not bad.
Yeah,
but
it
just,
wasn't
just
bad.
saying. So then we
Just
get inside,
inconvenient.
we check in, do all that stuff. And we were there early, which was fine. Thank God.
We were hours
Thank
early.
God.
Yes.
Thank God we were there early.
Yes.
So we have our 2 backpacks and 2 rolling suitcases that we take on the plane with us. We've shared that with you before. Jeez, I really need to shave. This is nasty. Sorry. I'm looking at myself in the screen. I'm going, wow. Got like the full-on beard going.
Mama Tallman's about to start typing.
No, either that or I need to color it or something. Jeez. Who's this old man? Anyway, so we go through TSA. Not 1 backpack. Not 2 backpacks. Not 2 backpacks in a suitcase, but all 4
Of our carry-ons.
of our carry-ons got flagged by TSA. Every single one.
Yep.
So the first thing were the backpacks. So they go through the backpacks, take everything out of them, lay it down separately in bins. I was
had
surprised
so many bins.
they didn't even do the swabby
no, they
thing.
didn't. I was expecting that.
Yep, they didn't do the swabby thing.
No.
Pass it back through. Right?
And this was at LAX, by the way.
Yeah, LAX.
Yes. Yeah.
So backpack 1, fine, good. Repack it. Backpack 2, fine, repack it. So now, suitcase number 1. Now, mind you, our gears, everything, well, you can't see because we're using it. But
do you have your virtual camera going?
no, I
Blake
don't.
Cam? Is Blake Cam connected?
I don't think Blake Cam is connected. see.
Figures.
Yeah.
That camera is always connected when we don't need it,
I know, right?
but not when we need it. I was going to say, show everybody what
Okay, hang on.
all
hang
our
on,
gear.
Hang on. I can do this. I can do this. Okay.
There we go.
So we got our lights, right? You know, computer tri-screen, all of this stuff, the stands, 2 cameras,
A
2
bunch of
stands, yeah,
tripods.
It's packed. It's a lot of stuff. Hey, everybody. Oh, extreme close up. Ah!
Stop.
Sorry. Can't help myself. Anyway, it's a ton of stuff.
It's a ton of stuff.
And it's packed in the suitcases strategically.
Tetris.
Yeah, and you got to open it a certain way or it literally just goes poof. So I said to the TSA person, I said, you're going to want to flip that upside down and open it that way or it's going to be a big mess. She actually did. She was short, but nice. I
Yeah.
mean, in stature, like just
Short and responses.
Yes, but she was nice enough. So she opened it upside down, took everything out, and inside the suitcase is another case like the Rodecaster Pro, the thing with the faders that you guys just saw. That's in a separate case with its own things,
With cables.
with cables and stuff.
yeah.
They even opened that, took all that out.
Mhm.
I mean, they literally dismantled the suitcase.
We have the lights. The light bulbs are about this big around, and they're in square boxes.
They
took those out
They
of the
took the
box.
light bulbs out.
Yeah.
Mind you, we fly
All
frequently
the time. Yeah.
with this stuff. This has never happened before.
Never.
Anyway, so now they, I don't know, bunch of bins and the suitcase back through the scan. There's a lot of people there. Now, meantime, we start going through Lisa's suitcase. The same thing. All the stuff out. It's a mess. And there's just bins everywhere. And all of our stuff, and there's people, we're trying to watch it, make sure people aren't taking our stuff. And
There's literally over on this side and over on that side, and she takes it over to the table when the rest of our gear's over here, and it was a mess.
so now it's all separated. It goes through.
And
And it flags my suitcase again. I mean, there's like 3 things in it now.
yeah,
You've already removed the 27. I'm like, what are you? And then the lady has the gall to tell me the woman watching is training. Like, are you kidding me?
You didn't tell me that.
Oh, yeah.
I had a feeling because she was flagging everybody for everything.
Training.
You didn't tell me that.
Over 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Stuck there, scanning and rescanning and scanning and rescanning.
And one suitcase had to go back twice.
Yeah, I know. Flagged it twice.
Yeah.
Our stickers, we have tall man stickers. I think you've seen them before.
Oh yeah, it's in the box.
There's a stack of stickers in a box. TSA took the stickers out and literally went through every sticker.
Yep.
Like,
Yep.
are people putting bad things in the back of stickers now?
I don't know.
It was the craziest thing.
It was. We were there it was 40 minutes, I believe, that we were there.
So thank God
Yeah.
we were there early.
Yeah.
If we had been cutting it close, we would have missed our flight.
Yeah.
We would have missed our flight.
Yeah. And they took our sake.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Our sake.
Yeah.
Gone.
Yeah. And we were saving it because we had gotten a notice that the TSA regulations have changed and that, things that you buy in port, if it's packaged correctly, that you can bring it now.
Yeah.
Yeah. No. If it's, what was it, 48 hours? It had to be
I think we
purchased
talked
within
about that
48
briefly.
hours.
So, yeah, if you're purchasing something duty free, it has to be purchased within 48 hours of your flight. And it has to be in a special duty-free bag that has a special type of check mark on it and sealed.
And that's not in the fine print anywhere, you guys. And by the way, we bought that in Japan, so that was before our 12 consecutive sea days.
We could have happily consumed that
We
on the ship.
totally would have consumed it on the ship.
Vigorously.
Yeah. Yeah, we totally would have had it on the ship.
That-
But no, they took it.
That was some good.
It was really good, and they took it. They
Great.
took my sake. Well, finally, we never buy alcohol. And the one time we do, they take it.
I know. Bastards.
Yeah.
Yeah, just.
We were not happy with the TSA there in LA, but
I can't
what
believe
do
we
you
forgot
do?
to talk about it.
Yeah, I know.
Robert's going to do backup for Lisa and the Lives, right?
Do up. Yeah, no.
Yeah. Back that beard up, too. Oh, you're special. Oh, yeah, I'm special. Explorers on the list. I know a few folks that have already gone and raving
Gotcha.
about it. It's comparable when you add all the extras.
We-
I agree. It just, we got such a good deal when we went on the Divina, because we did the bid thing, and it's just a little past our budget.
Yeah.
Just a little past the budget, Alex. But it's on the list.
It is totally on the list.
And-
if we ever find that deal, we're in.
And we have heard a couple people too talk about that. Actually, a couple people that were on the Divina that have already been on and be like, "Oh my God, you got to go on it. It's just amazing."
Yeah.
Oh my God, training. She better be an expert now. I know, right?
Oh my gosh.
I was polite. I was pissed off about the sake.
Mm-hmm.
I took the rest of it in stride. Just, okay, fine, whatever. And of course, she said the training thing towards the very end. Literally towards the very end. Because I'm like, man, I then put somebody next to her.
Yeah,
Anyway.
exactly.
Yeah, I was pissed off about that sake because we carried that again 12
Yeah,
days.
we
actually
saved
more than
it.
because it was the 12 sea days plus the 3-day cruise after that.
That's right. We
15
had that.
days we could have been.
Yeah. But, we wanted to bring it home and yeah.
No, we weren't. We our flight was at like 4:00. We were dropped off by 10. So we had like 6 hours before the flight left, and
Yeah, we were there hours.
yeah. So
Like you said, thankfully, because
we had plenty of time. We had enough time to have $51 lunch
sandwiches.
to go with our confiscated sake.
No, we didn't.
Mother buffer. Good thing you had loads of time. I know, right?
Oh man.
God forbid you give TSA. My look for lips. Otherwise, you would have been bending over and coughing. I know.
Yeah, you're probably right.
Yeah, dang, I would have chugged that sake. I thought
We thought about
I
it.
thought about it. I
No.
really did.
They had already gone through our stuff, and so our only option was to go back out and then come back through security again, and we're like,
No. The sake had already been confiscated because that was the
one of
first
the
thing that
things.
came out of the backpack.
Yeah.
And so it was wrapped and wrapped. It was wrapped 3 different ways.
Yeah.
It had some paper on it. It had bubble wrap, and then it had this mesh thing over it.
Yeah.
And of course, whatever. And so
But
the woman flagged it, said she was taking it from us, and she hadn't even looked to see what it was. And I said, look, this is sake. I mean, from Japan. It's been unopened. And I brought up the TSA guidelines, and that's when she said, yeah, but it's from blah, 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 blah. And then she literally, and I'm not sure if you saw it, she cut all that stuff off.
Oh no, I did not.
She
see
cut all the
that.
wrapping off and took the bottle back somewhere else.
Oh, of course they're gonna enjoy it.
You damn straight.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, just out of curiosity, do you have a TSA pre-check?
Yes. Yes, we both have TSA pre-check,
Yes.
and that was in the pre-check line. Yeah.
Macrina, they drank our sake.
Yes, they did.
Don was flagged by security going on a cruise. It was a 6-hour delay. He missed his flight. What? Oh, I'll have to go back and watch that
Oh
that
my
video.
gosh! Yeah.
How far back was that one?
Oh, yeesh.
6 hours, enough time to drink sake, right?
Yeah.
I would have done that. 6 hours. Let's go.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just
Crazy.
with as much trouble as we'd gone through getting through there. I wasn't about to pack it all up, grab the sake if
And
we
go
could
back
have,
and drink.
and go back outside
No.
and then do that again.
And that was my point.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm not
That
going to go through the.
No,
or-
we were not going to go back through security again.
No, not happening. Not at LAX. Are you
No.
kidding me?
And we had our gear. I mean, we couldn't leave that.
No,
There was, not going to leave that.
no. Anyway, so
Yeah.
Terry, if you're watching this, we need some more sake.
Yes, we do.
We never got to drink it.
No. But you know what? We can find him on Facebook and
Yeah,
well, you've
Oh,
got his
he's-
number.
I do, but he's also in our Facebook group.
Yeah. Yeah.
There you have it. All right, guys. Well, I think we're probably going to call it early tonight. I don't know. Anybody else have anything else to say? Say it now. You know what? We'll do a quick snack break. Just a quick snack break.
Yeah.
Here we go. Snack break.
Okay.
So here we go again, it's no surprise. 'Cause we know better than to roll the dice. So take this love and try to make it new. You can't fight it when it feels so true. You drive me crazy like no one else. The final moment before I lose myself. And it's no use working 9 to 5 if you want more than to stay alive. So come on over, we can make it through. Take my hand, I know just what to do. On the beat, keep dancing through the night. Stay up until the morning light, the morning light. Oh, so come on over, we can make it through. Take my hand, I know just what to do. On the beat, keep dancing through the night. Stay up until the morning light, the morning light. Oh, the morning light.
All right. What did you all have for snack? Leave it in the chat. We want to know. We want to know.
Yes, we do.
Thank you for the thumbs up.
Oh yeah, thank you. We had popcorn, obviously.
Obviously. Macrina says, leave the bags with whomever drinks slower. and just one go outside TSA and drink.
That would have been the smart thing to do.
Yeah.
But then we would still have the problem of what do we do with the bottle while we're making the transition?
Only one person's going to get to drink.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
So. Yep, snack break.
Yes.
Alex says, I found that TSA tends to be friendlier at smaller airports. Departing from major airports is a pain. I agree 100%. The funny thing is, we almost always are at major airports. JFK, LAX in this case, Dallas, Atlanta, Orlando is, we went out of Tampa, smaller, sort of. I don't think we've taken the gear through Miami.
But we've taken it through New York.
We have taken it through New York.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And New Jersey, right? New York and New Jersey.
We've taken it through LAX 2 times already.
Yeah.
This was the 3rd time. Remember, we went on the Firenze or whatever it was, Venezia. One of the two. I can't remember. Out of Long Beach.
We did, but we do have a little bit more gear because we didn't have the lights when we did Firenze.
No, we didn't, but we still had everything else, and it was still in 2 suitcases.
It was still in 2 suitcases.
The only thing we didn't have was the lights.
Yeah. And we took it to Japan for Pete's sake. So we went through
multiple security checks.
Yeah.
In
and none
Montreal
of them,
twice.
Yeah.
In and out.
And none of them were that bad.
No.
Yeah.
Yep, 151 days for the group cruise. Hey, we've got a group cruise.
Yes!
Who's not on the group cruise who's watching us? Who is not on the group cruise? This is what we're talking about.
Come join us November 8th, 2025.
There'll be meet and greets.
Parties.
Pineapples.
Ducks. And of course, the live shows.
Don't miss our first ever group cruise. We'll see you on the horizon. Nothing special. All right, if you didn't get the email, there it is. Guys, limited space. If you've been on the fence for a while, get off the fence. It's almost sold out. Okay? Just send me an email, tallmanscruiseadventures@gmail.com. Just title it, I want to go on the group cruise. We are not agents, so we didn't put the group cruise to make bookings. We have an agent that put it together for us, though. And you do have to book into the group to be part of the group functions. So send me an email, tallmanscruiseadventures@gmail.com, and I will forward you Kathy's information, and she will get you into the group. Okay? There you go. I didn't forget, Macrina. May have been last December, Bev says. I think it was before a trip out of Galveston.
Oh, okay.
So he was, meaning he was on his way to Galveston for a cruise. That's fine. Mama Tomlin says, peanut butter stuffed pretzels. I saw those when I was there. I almost had them. And you had chocolate cake earlier?
Nice.
Man.
Nice. We're going to have chocolate cake later.
Yeah, we still have some left?
Yeah.
Oh, that's what we're having after dinner.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Group cruise, that's right. 2026 group cruise out of California is a no-go now. Not out of LAX. You know what's funny? Forget all of that. I have always disliked going in and out of LAX.
Yeah, me too.
It's always been a very busy airport. I've always had some sort of whatever's going through LAX.
Yeah.
But most of the flights that we want to take that are the most reasonable priced on airlines we will go on, like I don't want to go on Spirit. I'm too tall. The seats are too uncomfortable. I mean, I'm in physical pain getting off a Spirit flight.
Yeah.
I've tried, right? So those like $79 flights from, say small airport Sanford to small airport Long Beach or something. And
Mr. Longlegs here has to sit like this.
oh yeah, it's painful. But yeah, Alex, probably not California.
Yeah.
No pineapples fans or sakis on the group cruise. No upside down pineapples. Take down pineapples. My vote is MSC World America. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
We've got a lot of people voting for MSC. Yeah, quite
Yeah.
a few voting for MSC.
Quite a few.
Quite a few.
I don't know. We'll think about it.
Yes. And we'll make our announcement on this group cruise.
Yes. Coming up.
Yes.
So again, leave your November open.
Yes. The first 2 weeks, leave it open.
Yes. One of those 2 weeks, we're going on a group cruise. We better have 175 people there. 175. That's the number. 175.
That's a great number. I like that.
It is a great number.
Yeah. Can you imagine all the fun we'd
I
have?
know.
Oh my gosh.
We didn't even hit 40 for this one. I'm so upset.
No.
I was supposed to go at 40. That's great for me. I don't have to do the obstacle course.
that was your number. Yep, he said we get 40 people, and he's climbing up on that the rope course. Yeah.
Sad and happy all at the same darn time. With the crystal staircase. The crystal staircase is only in the
yacht
club on the World
on-
America.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's no crystal staircase in the public spaces. So.
On the other ships, it's in the public spaces.
All right, y'all. We're gonna call it quits, and we're gonna have some dinner
Yeah.
and some leftover
chocolate
birthday cake.
Yes. That's what I'm waiting for.
That's right. So, now, you know the drill, right? We love you all. We don't have to go home, but we do have to get the out of here. Peace.